love magic like I do, there's a new place in town that you have to check out. It's the Chicago Magic Lounge, and here to tell us about it is the co-owner. Welcome, Joey Cranford. Hey, Joey.
Thanks.
So listen, I've always been fascinated with magic. I had no idea about the history that magic has in Chicago going back into the 20s.
Most people don't know about Chicago's connection to this whole thing. So that's kind of our mission, to remind Chicago that it also inspired another art form, not just blues and comedy, but magic as well.
Right, so in the 20s and 30s, there was a lot of different magic bars in Chicago. Well, most of them sort of disappeared.
Correct. In the 1915, 1920 era, you had a place called Shulian's. Great food, good times, and amazing close-up magic. Matt Shulian was the one that did it. He would come up to your table while you're drinking and while you're eating and just show close-up magic. It was just a good time for adults. And then that just caught on. By the 30s, there were about 5, and then by the 70s and 80s, there were about 9 magic bars open at once. Little Bit of Magic, New York Lounge, Mr. C's Magic Lounge, Houdini's Pub and Pizza Magic, and Shulian's was still around. And then it just exploded. There was about 15 in total.
Wow, and so now you're sort of paying homage to that. The new facility used to be an old commercial laundry place?
In the Andersonville neighborhood, it's just known as this mysterious building that just let out this smell of clean linens. and so, you know, my wife and I love just walking down the street and just smelling that. So we were looking for a new home, and the building had mystery. We wanted to build misdirection into the place, so we said, all right, we'll turn this commercial laundry into a 7,200 square foot magic palace, theater, you name it. It's a complex.
Right. It's hard to get in too, right? You got to figure out. It's a little mystery to get in.
It's not hard to get into in that sense, like a club with a velvet rope. It's just difficult to figure out. You walk in, and we wanted to keep the history of that building. So it's all about history.
Right.
So we paid homage to the history of that building even, and you walk into a laundry.
Right, and there's a library on the inside. Tell us about the inside.
The inside, when you walk through the when you walk through the laundry, when you figure that out, good luck. You go into a 1930s era Art Deco, library and bar. And then in the library, it's a true magician's library. You've got all of these artifacts and books and pieces of Chicago history with magician stuff. And once you figure that out, there's another entrance to take you to the theater.
Right, and there's a magic bar that anyone can go to. This part doesn't cost.
Yep, correct. There's multiple different experience levels, so you can just come in off the street. 5 o'clock, we open the bar, and there's a magician at the bar, true Chicago style, and you can just hang out and get amazing cocktails. Or if you want a little bit more experience, you go into a 120-seat cabaret theater we've named the Harry Blackstone Cabaret, after Chicago's most famous magician. And if you want a little bit more experience, for just a little bit more.
All of a sudden, for $9.95.
Exactly. But wait, there's more. You get access to the famous 654 Club. It's famous because we just like to say that. It's the 654 Club. It's an exclusive set of close-up magic, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's big grand opening tomorrow to the public.
Correct. Yeah, the bar's open now at 5 o'clock. Well, not now. Don't go. No, it's not now. No, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
G already went over there.
Yeah, full studio, clear it out. Yeah. The bar is open to the public at 5 o'clock. So enter through the laundry and head to the bar, and then tomorrow's our big grand opening.
All right,
we're going to be around 7 nights a week.
I'll be there. Audience, are you ready to see some magic? All right, well, headlining this week is a world-renowned mentalist. He calls himself a mystery performer. Please welcome Max Maven.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, and good morning to you. I have decided to bring some mystery into your world. I'm here in Chicago because, as you've just heard, it's one of the centers for magic around the world. And I think we have a mystery that we can get Ryan involved with. And Val, if you'd join us too.
Come on over. I'd be happy to.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too.
I know it's midday, but for me, trust me, it's morning.
All right. You work late.
We're going to try something. We'll use a deck of cards. That's sort of a tradition among magicians.
Okay.
Now, in an ordinary card trick, you don't get to see the faces until the very end.
Right.
I try to do things a little differently.
Okay.
All right, so one card will keep face down.
Okay.
I'm going to put that right over there, and Ryan, you are the guardian of that.
You got it.
But Val, the rest of the deck goes face up.
Okay.
So that unlike most of the time when you see a card trick, Here, you're going to see all the faces of all the cards.
Wow.
I can't be more fair than that.
No.
Right?
This is a first.
Okay. Let's keep them face up. If you want, you can smush them around a little bit. In Las Vegas, they call that washing the cards. It's a very thorough way to shuffle.
How is that? Am I doing a good job?
You're doing an excellent job.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Now, let's do it this way. We can't use all of them, so just put your hand down somewhere in this big mess.
Okay. Shall I look or not?
No, you can just touch a card, just somewhere. No, not a section, in other
Okay.
words. All right, good. Then we'll push all the other ones aside. Is that fair?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm guarding this one with my
So
life.
now we're down to only a handful of cards, right? Pull one of the cards toward you, anyone you like, and another one toward you, anyone you like, and one more. So now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards,
Yes.
right? We got 3 on the right and 3 on the left. Do you have a preference for your right or your left?
It doesn't matter.
You tell me.
Right there. My right.
The right, okay.
Okay.
Now we're down to a court card, an ace, and a kind of low value. So that's a little bit, one of those particularly catch your eye.
I'll take the Joker.
The Joker. There's
the
a Joker.
Jack.
Oh, Jack.
All right.
Same thing.
Same thing.
You can call
Thank
it.
you. I
can
suck at
call it
cards.
anything you want. Is
Yeah.
that the one you like?
Yeah. I like the Jack.
Okay. So you don't want to trade it for the ace?
Okay, never mind. I'll trade it for the ace.
Wait,
But
no,
it has
don't
a
let
heart.
him talk you into it. Don't
No,
let him
I
talk
want
you
to trade
into
it for it because I like hearts.
I don't know, but,
Okay,
he
so-
wanted you to take that one.
so-
Don't take it.
Okay, I'm taking
Your
the
last
ace.
chance
Fine.
to switch.
I
All
want the
right.
ace. Okay.
So now you've taken away everything but 2 cards.
Yes.
2 cards. All right. You decide which one you're going to take from me. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. Do you
Okay,
want?
give me the Jack now.
Okay. Now you would. Now, but is this the one you want?
Yes, I want it.
Because I'll trade you.
No, you're not talking me
You
out of
can
any
go
other
for what's
cards.
behind the door.
No, I want that one.
All right. Okay. So you really, even though you thought this was called a Joker,
Yes.
you want.
I was testing you guys. I know it's a
You want
Jack.
the Jack, and it's a blackjack, so that's a popular game. So that would be a winning card right there.
It looks white to me. No, I'm kidding.
Now remember, I made a prediction, which I gave over to Ryan, and you haven't let go of that. All right? Wouldn't it be amazing if that card matched this one?
It would be pretty
That would be
remarkable.
amazing.
Considering how fair everything's been?
Considering how crazy everything's been.
Let's see if they match. Go ahead.
Does not match.
Oh, no. On this side.
On that side, yes, it matches.
No, wait a minute. Some people think I'm trying to get away with something here. When I say it's important that they match on this side, that's because, look, that doesn't match. That doesn't match. None of these cards match. All of the cards have different backs. The ace that you decided to take away, that has a different back. The only 2 cards that have the same matching blue backs are the one I put aside in the beginning and the one you decided to keep for last.
My
A
goodness.
perfect match.
Wow. You can catch Max
You did that perfectly. Thank you.
Chicago Magic Lounge through the 24th. Head to our website for all the info. And guess what, audience? You're all going home with tickets.